everybody, and welcome to C4, CRI's new comedy news quiz show. On my left I have Will, hello.
Hello.
And Emily, hi.
Hello.
And on my right I have Stuart, hi.
Hello.
And Jo He-young, hello.
Hello.
Lovely to see them all here, and lovely to see you as well. Anyway, we're going to take a look at a bunch of photos and videos, and they're going to buzz in and tell me what's the relevance. So, first video please. Oh, Stuart has buzzed in. Stuart, can you tell me what is the relevance of what we've just seen?
This is China's model citizen.
What's his name?
Lei Feng.
Lei Feng, indeed. And do you know when he died?
I don't know.
He actually died in 1962, according to Wikipedia. Okay, I've done my research. So, March the 5th is a very specific day. Does anyone know what it is?
Learn from Lei Feng Day.
You got it exactly right. Lucky we had those rehearsals, eh? Anyway, so, what is Learn from Lei Feng Day? What do people do on that day?
I think it's sort of community service type based
activities.
activities.
So, some free community service going on. He-young, you were actually born in China and you grew up here. What did you do on Lei Feng Day when you were at school?
Well, the second picture that came up just now, I was kind of like one of those kids.
I don't remember. I didn't actually watch the video. I was having a nap. What was it?
Kids marching to participate in community service, I think.
So what kind of community service do you do? Let's get to the crux of the issue.
Yes. Well, we helped clean a nursing home.
Did you actually clean the people?
No, we helped to clean the rooms.
Did you have their permission to clean them?
I guess we did.
If you're going to clean a person, you need permission. Okay. Well, did anyone else do anything good on Lei Feng Day?
I think more people need to be practicing with their good deeds.
Do you know that I did something good today? I learned from Lei Feng when I was on the subway. Actually, there was a little kid on the subway today, and I was reading The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and this little kid popped up, and he looked at me, and he was like, oh, like that. And I said, hello, and he just went and pulled my beard. He actually did that to me.
And your good deed
what was the
My good deed was not slapping him in the face. What do you mean, what's the good deed?
It's always good to practice not committing assault, isn't it?
Yes. But actually, I was on the subway last week as well. I come to work by subway, and I saw another man sitting next to me, and Lei Feng was on the TV, and I was complaining, like, why is Lei Feng on the TV? He's been dead for like 50 years. And this little old Chinese man next to me said in English, it's because Chinese people don't help each other anymore.
Well, they can learn how to help each other with the Lei Feng computer game.
Oh, the Lei Feng computer game! I wanted to speak about that.
Oh,
What's
is it in your
called?
notes?
What's it called?
Learning to
this
help others with...
it? It's called
I don't know.
Learn from Lei Feng Online.
Is it online?
Okay, so tell us, you've actually played this, haven't you?
Yes, I have played it.
What a loser. Okay, and what's it about?
Well, you go around darning people's socks.
Indeed, yes.
And helping grannies cross the road.
Do people still do that?
You do online.
Darning socks.
You do online.
Yeah.
You just buy a new pair?
Not on
Nobody
Learn from
in
Lei Feng
China
online.
buys. Nobody in China makes darn socks anymore.
You don't need to
They're
buy
so
new
cheap.
socks when Lei Feng is around. Anyway.
But when you complete the game, you get a collection of Mao's writings.
In fact, you actually get to meet him, shake hands with him, and get an autograph.
I never completed the game. I wasn't good at helping people.
Oh, you surprise us all.
Yeah.
You said he was dead.
Who?
Lei Feng.
He is dead.
Wait, you get to
But you
meet
said
Lei
you had to
Feng?
meet him.
No,
Metaphorically
Team
speaking.
stupid. Okay. First of all, it's a computer game. Okay. Have you ever seen a historical movie about someone that's dead?
And you meet him and he gives you things. This is
you play
amazing.
Lei Feng, and then you meet Mao Zedong at the end. They're all dead, but it's a computer game.
But you can still go and meet
I'm going to
Mao
have
now.
a brain aneurysm in a minute. Okay, before we move on, I just want to say that in the computer game, which I played as well, if Lei Feng gets injured by foreign spies, he can go and visit a party secretary who heals him. It's all absolutely wonderful. I do love it. So if you get a chance, go and play Learn from Lei Feng online. Anyway, let's move on to our next story. We've actually got a picture instead of a video, so let's take a look. Can anyone tell me what the Chinese means? And Stuart, our multilingual panelist.
I can tell you what the Chinese means. Do you want it in English or Chinese?
I don't speak Chinese.
Let's
nor
go with
does our
English
audience,
then.
So let's go with English.
It says, put something in the bin and please don't tell the police.
That
Please.
sounds a bit dodgy. Can anyone tell me what is the relevance of this story? What is going in the bin? Okay, what do you want to say?
Well, it's about this thief that snatched this girl's handbag and had her degree and apparently her friend's degree as
Where did
well
you hear
in
that
the
from?
handbag. I don't know, some dude told me. But then he felt guilty and so called her to return the diplomas.
Okay, so a thief came along on a motorbike, picked up the bag as he was going by, and then he felt sorry. In fact, he sent this girl a message saying, "Where should I put the diploma for you? I don't want to affect your future."
Did she then say, "In the bin, I'll collect it later"?
I don't know where she said, but, you know, like, let's meet in the police station or something. But no, any of you actually stolen anything? I have a note here, actually, that Emily, you are a career criminal.
I don't know if it's a career.
Oh, what did you thieve then?
I stole a melody pop once.
Can you explain to our audience
what a
what a melody pop is?
It's a lollipop that's shaped like a little flute.
Stop doing that.
And then you can play a tune on the lollipop.
Can you demonstrate playing a tune on an imaginary lollipop for us? Wow, we're going to get more viewers for that one, I guess. Okay. Also, does anyone happen to know any stupid criminals? Oh, set that one up, Stuart.
No, but I do know a gullible victim.
Oh, go on.
My girlfriend, when she was studying abroad in England, someone approached her.
You're going to get a beating,
yeah? Someone approached her and she gave this person her handbag, but I then asked her, well, what did he say? And she said, I don't know, I couldn't understand him. So he was probably saying, can I have the time, please? She gave him a handbag and ran off. Yeah.
Wow, I should go and talk to more women.
Yeah. More Chinese women on the streets of Birmingham.
Yeah, exactly. Well, what I will do is I will go to your girlfriend and I'll say, and she'll just throw it. Okay, great. Okay, what's your opinion about the thief in this story, though? Not about Stuart's girlfriend, we won't go there. But what's your opinion about the thief in the story? Do you think he's a good guy?
I think he sympathized the girl, and I think it's a hard time for everyone, so...
So that means thieves should just not thieve anything?
Well, in an ideal world, yeah.
I think he's a bad thief because if he was thinking smart, he should realize that just because she has a bad, inexpensive cell phone doesn't mean that she's not rich, because how does he really know?
Well, obviously we all have things to learn from Will in terms of do you actually find that this man, what he did is an attractive thing? I mean, a bit of an icebreaker if you want to impress a woman. How would you react if a guy stole your bag and then slowly gave things back to you piece by piece?
Professed his love to you.
And
well,
he looked like Brad Pitt.
Ooh la la.
Well, that would change everything.
Oh, the caveats.
Big word there, okay. What about you? Do you find this man attractive?
Well, I liked the big swing past on the motorbike.
Would you jump on the back?
Jumped on the back.
I think so. What's this Australian word that you were talking about earlier?
Oh, about the bicycle,
Yeah.
whether he'd come past and say, can I give you a dink?
A dink. Okay, explain to our non-Australian viewers what a dink is.
Well, a dink is when you kind of sit up on the handlebars and someone gives you a little
So can
ride.
I go to a girl in Australia and say, I feel like dinking you?
I don't know how well it would go down.
Okay, well, we'll
But
try
you
it
could
after the
say,
show.
would you like a dink?
Okay.
Would that be correct?
May I offer you a dink?
May I offer you a dink? Is that
English
correct?
people do it.
Yeah.
Stuart and I would be like on the streets of...
We get arrested if we did it in England, though.
on the streets of Adelaide. Madam, would you like a dink? I think that would work.
Have I got a dink for you?
Stop it now, Willy Wang. Okay, let's move on to our very next story, and we have another video, super exciting, so let's take a look. Okay, Willy Wang has buzzed in. Let's hear what he has to say. What's the relevance?
I think it's BMW is making this new car, and it actually has an airbag that explodes across the windshield, across the hood, to protect the people that the driver is smashing into.
Don't know what you're talking
That
about.
car didn't have an airbag. That car didn't have an airbag on the
Certainly
bonnet.
not. So Will's story, though fascinating, relatively, is wrong. What do you think it's about?
A traffic cop gets hit by a car.
Wow. Pretty much say what you see.
Yeah.
That's a catchphrase now.
That was a trick question.
Okay, no, I'm afraid no tricks on this show. We don't have the intelligence for that.
I do
or the
like
budget.
after he got hit, the cop was like, now stop.
He was still doing his job.
Oh.
You know what? If I was that traffic cop and I got hit by the car, I would fall on the road and pretend to be dead just to scare the guy and see what happened. That would be my little thing. But anyway,
Why as he drives away, I think, oh good, he's
drives
dead.
over me. Yeah. But no, the driver was apparently rushing to work in Nanning City in Guangxi Autonomous Region, and he sent this traffic cop flying. But no charges were brought against him.
That's
Do you know why that
absurd.
was?
Go on.
He used his horn. So in his defence,
What? Is that true?
He made his
Yeah.
presence
He used his
known.
horn.
You used to
so-
sort
Okay.
By the
so the
way,
cop
get
should have got
ready.
out of the way, like you do on the
Stuart
road
has
in
found a
Beijing.
loophole in the law. As long as you beep, it doesn't matter how many people you run over. Okay, great stuff. Anyway, has anyone actually been involved in a crash? Stuart, you
Yeah.
seem to have had all sorts of tragedies
Well,
before
I
you.
can't drive a car, but I can drive a bicycle. I hit
Do you
someone.
give anyone a dink?
Well,
Were you doing?
well, I collided with a kid,
Don't like where
Little
this is
goat.
going.
and it was on a cycle lane, and he jumped out, and I hit him, and we both stood up, and he asked for 500 kwai.
The kid.
Yeah.
So even kids have turned into capitalist monsters these days. Unbelievable.
I quickly mounted my cycle and rode off.
Over him.
Well, maybe he should get a body check or something.
What, sorry?
Are you saying Stuart's a paedophile? What? Just,
Why?
Let's calm down now, okay? Now let's move back to the story we were talking about the roads, okay? Disgusting. Do you actually feel safe when you use the roads in Beijing?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because I have driven on the roads and I was totally dangerous.
But weren't you being controlled by some other party?
I was being instructed to do dangerous things I didn't want to do.
What
And
kind of dangerous things were you told to do?
Like, oh, you need to gun ahead of the traffic and turn left over there. And I was like, are you serious? It's like, yeah, just go really fast.
Your life is constant excitement, Will.
Well, I don't think it's too dangerous. Well, it's not too dangerous for me, at least, I think.
Okay.
Because she has a force field.
That's why she's at least half a metre away from you. But have you guys noticed that when it's the green man and you try to walk, that's when all the buses swing round and try to mow you down?
Yeah.
They beep as well.
There's a
though.
law.
Yeah.
There's a law in China for zebra crossings. Do not stop at zebra crossing.
What, you mean cars?
Cars, yeah. Drivers
Because-
do not stop. It's dangerous.
Really?
Yeah.
No, when the
Dangerous.
green light is on, the turn right lane can still go. So, that's just part of the law. You probably just don't know it.
Why have it? Why have a zebra crossing?
Exactly. Why? That is my
Looks
question all the
nice.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it
I've never
reminds
heard of
people
this term
animals.
zebra crossing before. I just think about zebras like walking
Wait,
across the
hold on. Can I ask you? In Canada, what do you call them?
It's a crosswalk.
What a boring country.
Yeah, but it's like painted like a zebra.
It is.
And it's not I would call it a zebra, but I won't go into that.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, it's 4-1.
Call it a
so
black and white
Sorry,
horse.
I
But,
really just-
Maybe in Australia. Okay. Anyway, let's move on to another story. This one about crazy people. Take a look at the video, people. Oh, Her Young has actually buzzed in. What would you like to say? Well, hold on. A round of applause for her for having the courage to buzz in.
Thank you very much, everyone. Well, it's last year, Chinese people rushing to buy salt.
And do you know why they were rushing to buy salt last year?
Well, it was after the nuclear meltdown in Japan.
It was, but why? Anyone tell me why they thought that buying salt was a good idea after a nuclear meltdown in Japan?
They were so scared. They were having salt cravings. They wanted to eat something.
but it was about the ocean being contaminated with
She
radiation.
sounds like Steven Seagal now. About the ocean. Okay, but yeah, they
That's what
were
they call
worried.
the salt.
They were worried about contamination. That salt from the sea would be contaminated by radiation, but also something about iodized salt. Any ideas?
It can ward off radiation poisoning.
Ward off makes it sound like a
Ward
demon.
off, go away.
Okay.
The point about this is they've still got the salt.
Yeah, indeed. A year later, people have literally tons of salt
There's
sitting in their houses.
a woman in Hangzhou bought 4 years worth of salt.
Okay, and she's a simpleton.
Yeah, but 4 years isn't too
Why
bad,
not
is
stop
it?
at one though? Like, you need 4 years worth of salt.
I was actually here in Beijing during the mass panic, and I saw people actually punching each other to get to salt. It was really crazy. And some people, they even picked up the wrong salt. I didn't want to say anything.
And also, after the salt ran out, some people bought soy sauce.
Really?
It was salty.
Because they thought it was salty, yeah. Or did it look like iodine? I don't know.
Okay.
Imagine the feeling when you finished the last of the 4 years of salt.
What, a sense
You'd
of
have to
achievement?
like,
or
I don't know, like,
or you probably
I
be
have
on
to
dialysis. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you would finish in the graveyard. And I think salt preserves things as well. So if you actually did die of salt intake, your body would be mummified and would last for centuries. So
be propped up somewhere.
Yeah.
So there you go.
sickening. Okay, but no, I did actually see people killing each other, or almost killing each other to get salt. Now, I'm interested that what would you guys buy in the event of an apocalypse?
I'll definitely take as much water with me as I can.
Okay, very intelligent from Her Young there, the voice of reason. Anyone else?
Probably get a machete or something.
A machete?
Yeah.
Okay. Why you like to kill people up close and personal then?
There's no guns in China, but I would, I feel like I could use it to go and get somebody's water.
What?
Okay.
So you're gonna take my water from me?
So are you going to threaten her with a machete, or actually machete her?
I would have Connect 4 and then offer a game, and then she'd share her water.
See?
Over a game of Connect 4?
Over Connect 4.
What? Yeah, but you would reach out to put the Connect 4 in, and he'd machete your arm off.
Well, there is that risk.
It would be a little bit pointless. So yeah, I mean, just useful things like water, machetes, porn, things that you can't get after an apocalypse. Those would all be incredibly useful. I was wondering, is sashimi safe these days due to the pollution in the possible pollution in the sea from radiation?
Well, that's a question that's been asked, well, by the whole of Japan, I guess.
Yeah, what's the answer?
And the answer is there's a big question mark, I think.
Yeah,
but
The question's been
The whole
asked.
of Japan is
The
asking.
question's been
I don't think
asked.
there's an answer.
Yeah, Japan, I've got the answer.
We're
It's
still waiting.
safe.
We're still waiting on Wikipedia for this one.
Exactly. After the show. We'll tell you next week. So that pretty much wraps up the show this week. We've had a great time. Did you guys have fun?
Excellent fun.
Insincere.
It was.
And did you guys have
We're
fun?
overwhelmed on this
Yeah.
side.
Overwhelmed with apathy. Okay, anyway, we'll see you next week for more C4. So all we have to do is say bye for now. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.